So today, beautiful people, it's time to talk about the third tool, the voice, or the sound, and how Confident Birth Födelserädsla uses this tool, this body tool, because it is a very important and powerful body tool. Humans use this tool, the voice, the sound, in many different situations. When we lift heavy things, if we throw things, if we're gonna, need to do something very explosive. If you think about the people who are heavyweight lifting or throwing away in Olympic Games, these round things, what the name I don't know. So it's also an emotional part of being a human, that we make sounds when we're crying, when we're laughing, when we're angry. Sound is nothing strange. It's very natural, and it's definitely a natural part of birth. So the third Confident Birth Födelserädsla tool is the sound and the voice, rösten. So we will remind you now how this was used, so that you will get used to it, and you will just train with me and remind yourself that the high pitch, when the high pitch is present, it's only a sign of fear and stress. It's a scream. It tells I'm afraid. Ah! Wherever it is, if it's in the opening phase, if it's in the pushing phase. The expression for the sound and the voice in confidence and trust is the opposite. It's the deep, low pitch, the dark pitch. So it's just imagine that it goes down in the body. So this is what we need to train you in, so that you will have access to this extremely important tool. And in Confident Birth, we use it both when you're still opening the cervix and when it's time to push. Because in the pushing phase, it will actually activate the pushing mechanism. That's the diaphragm, it's the pelvic floor, and it's the muscles of the belly. So all of this will be activated, and it's a part. We have the pushing mechanism both for giving birth, going to the toilet, and throwing up. I know it's not so romantic, but it's a part of our bodies. We use this mechanism, and you definitely need it when you're going to give birth to a baby. It's one of the most physically challenging experiences you will have. So this is an important, helpful, amazing tool. So how we use it in the opening phase, when the cervix still is opening, inside of the contraction, remember again, the rhythm of birth is the work part contraction, the resting part is in between. So when the contraction starts, if you're still opening, we use this voice to actually not allow the breathing to get forced, because it's natural. In the middle, in the end, when the intensity of the body, the intensity of the work, of the pain, or however you will experience it, will get stronger, because it's a part of the process of birth. The silent breathing is not always enough. So then we use this sound, the voice. So that's how you use it, that inside of the whole exhale, since it's a part of the breathing, we want to keep the physiological pattern of normal natural breathing in place, so that we will not activate stress and fear. Is that you will open your jaw. Remember again, the jaw and the pelvic floor are connected. And you will do, if you don't find another sound, this is not written in stone, you can use whatever you want, but it's a dark pitch that will tell the body it's safe. So how we use it, in one way could be to open the jaw and just allow this dark pitch to go down in the belly and the pelvic floor and the pelvis. So you just think that now you feel it, you go to your breathing, you relax your shoulders, your jaw, and then you start making an ah sound in the whole exhale. There's no hurry, so you shouldn't force it, because otherwise you will again come outside of the normal breathing pattern. So as long as you can, actually, you try to exhale. You open the jaw. And you do this sound as long as you can until it's empty, and you feel the soft breathing in, no hurry, a small breath in, and the whole next exhale. As long as you can, so it doesn't get forced. But by relaxing the jaw and the body at the same time, we use both the muscles and the sound. And the breathing, of course. So here you have all the 3 levels of the Confident Birth Födelserädsla tools. So this also is so amazing, but because beyond just using it as a coping mechanism in the opening phase, it also helps the brain to relax, because since there's a vibration from the voice, the brain starts to just focusing on this vibration, this sound, and the conflict in birth, because the conflict is what can be difficult for us humans, that we come in a conflict with the pain, or we have a conflict with the birth process. That's very natural. So it helps us not to think, because the mind doesn't help in this process. So it helps us not to think, to just go forward, one contraction at a time, one rest at a time. So you just focus. And then in the pushing phase, as the birthing woman, you can still use the open mouth, but that requires a lot of confidence. The new science shows that in the pushing phase is more to not push, but not resist at the same time. Allow the uterus to do the work. So we use this by just relaxing in the jaw, but have the mouth closed, and do the M sound. So you just go down in the body, and you can do it with me now, all the way. And here you will like have a small pushing or a big pushing, you don't know. Again. As long as you can, down in the body, help the baby, follow the baby. And you can also, if you have a strong pushing mechanism, use what we also use, like the lips relaxed, and instead of push at all, just allow the uterus to do the work, is to do like with your lips like this. Instead of pushing at all, because it doesn't either create a resistance down in the pelvic floor and the vagina. So just try again with the lips relaxed, and the whole push, you do this. This will slow down the push, and it can prevent also tearing. So it's very important to relax, but not force it at all. So both these techniques for you as the birthing woman can help you. For you, partner, support person, just focus on listening. Is there a high pitch? Ah! Or is there a low pitch? Oh. And if there's a high pitch, you help her to break it low. Make a low sound, and you show her how. Confident birth doesn't tell women what to do. We do it with them. If you're in the opening phase, or if you're in the pushing phase. So you work with her. So you lead her towards the dark pitch that will tell the body, now it's safe to give birth. So as a support person, doula, partner, becoming father, mother, this is what you focus on. To look in the eyes, stay close, especially in the pushing phase. You need to be close to the ear. You have to have contact, because the voice or the sound of the body, the power inside are so intense that the woman needs you very close to the ear. Here she also needs empowering. Have the courage to try. You're so brave. You're amazing. Make the dark pitch. You know, whatever words works for you. I know that can feel strange to make sound, especially if it's your first child. I have seen more than 400 births. I know that this works. For me, it's very normal. But if you haven't, you don't go around in the streets making sound. But that's why the training is so important. And as we always work in confident birth, try 3 contractions. You as a support person, tell her, we try 3 contractions. If you don't like it, we do something else. So try it, because your body is so smart. The knowledge is there inside, and something you never believed will work. So try the sound. In Swedish we say rösten. And do the dark pitch, and you do it together throughout the whole contraction. Relax in the jaw, make an ah sound in the opening phase, close the mouth in the pushing phase, or with the lips. Train this together now. Really laugh. It doesn't matter. If you can laugh when you give birth, it's also amazing. Now when you're training, laugh, do it. But just get over the threshold to not have access to this very important body, powerful, amazing birth tool. So remember again, the body knows how. The tools just shows the way to this knowledge. That's why they are also very simple to use. Not that birth is easy, but birth can be strengthening and powerful. Bye-bye.